Friends, 374 days of war. Talking some general information. An Ukrainian military analyst, Zhadno, has said that in last 24 hours, Ukrainian military has repelled more than 170 attacks on 5 principal sectors. He was talking yesterday evening. Ukrainian authorities are carrying out partial evacuation in Kupiansk due to front line approaching the city. CNN, citing some source, has said that Ukrainian losses since the war started: killed 259,000, wounded 246,000, deserters 84,000 and POW 28,000. If we take 50% of the wounded personnel, the total comes 495 to 500,000. It's a huge, more than 50 to 60% of the original Ukrainian army is lost in this war. However, they're sustaining over more than 1,000-kilometer long battle line. I wonder, without the support of foreign mercenaries and NATO soldiers. In north, from Kupiansk to Swatovo-Kremina-Liman direction, the positional battle is on, and some limited offensive by the Russian forces on selected sectors. In eastern Bakhmut front, the PMC head has said that the Russian forces have encircled Bakhmut totally. He further issued an ultimatum to Bakhmut garrison and asked them to surrender, and even appealed to Zelensky that old men and children are fighting valiantly in Bakhmut but being killed en masse. Ask them to surrender and save their lives. By the way, in a small scale, the Ukrainian forces have started withdrawing. ISW has termed it as controlled fighting withdrawal, while the Ukrainian forces have withdrawn from the eastern bank and fight is inside the Azov plant. PMC is waging battle for Kromov while they have come closer, less than half kilometer from the road leading to Chasiv Yar. They have advanced towards Ilyinovka and fight is on for Krasnoye from the southwest outskirts. In South Bakhmut, the Russians are assaulting on Budanovka and Sobachevka. Inside Bakhmut, from all around, the PMC as well as Russian forces are moving inside. Even from southeast of Bakhmutka, and it is confirmed that PMC has crossed Bakhmutka river. For all practical purposes, except one route, Bakhmut is surrounded practically. Yes, there's information that Ukrainian army, while trying to leave eastern part of Bakhmut, had to leave approximately 200 units of military equipment which are in serviceable conditions. In other parts of east, Siversk and Ugledar, nothing special to report. However, in Avdiivka and Marinka, severe fight is going on. Coming to related informations, there have been huge rallies all across European Union. Friday for Future, that was the slogan, and in favor of climate, against NATO, favoring Russians, and against arms supplies to Ukraine. That includes Australia as well. In Germany alone, there were 220,000 people, while in Austria, a total of 30, but interestingly, out of them 25,000 were women in Vienna itself. Zelensky, as usual, has said that Ukraine is facing shortage of weapons and ammunition and wants 250,000 only for artillery shells per month. German Chancellor Scholz, while meeting with Biden, repeated parrot-like, it's necessary that Western allies supply Ukraine regime for as long as it takes. In the meantime, Director of Institute of Russian Strategic Studies has said everyone understands that Ukrainian railway must be destroyed, But no one understands why, after 1 year of special military operation, they are not destroyed. Question is, why on the earth, a year later, hundreds of millions of tons of cargo travel across Ukraine and plans are made for future? Europe to Ukraine and all over the war zone. Lastly, former US Congressman Elliott says Israel plans to use Azerbaijan territory to attack Iranian nuclear facilities, and the latter agreed. Have you pondered what is happening to Julian Assange? Thank you.